I wake with a violent shock. No dream, no memory. Just pain. A pounding behind my eyes. A raw, splitting pressure that feels like my skull is trying to crack open from the inside. I don't remember falling asleep. I don't remember being tired. I don't remember anything. And it's dark. Not dim. Not shadowed. Pitch black. The kind of black where I can't tell if my eyes are open or closed. I lift my hand and wave it in front of my face. Nothing. Not even a blur. The air is still. Cold. Close. I'm lying on something smooth. Not wood. No. Not concrete. Something else, cold enough to bite into my skin. My heartbeat is the only thing I can hear. Loud. Hard. Hard. Too fast. Instinct takes over. Panic. I try to yell, "Mom!" but the word dies before it even reaches my throat. My mouth doesn't open. Something thick is strapped across it, pulling at the corners of my lips. Tape? Fabric? I can't tell, only that it's tight. And worse, something is inside my mouth, packed deep, forcing my tongue down, choking every sound before it escapes. I try again, harder. Only a broken, muffled grunt comes out. My pulse spikes. My breath turns sharp and fast through my nose. My hands move without thinking, shaking, desperate. And that's when I feel it. Something is hanging from my waist. Heavy. Strapped to me. Not part of my clothes. I run trembling fingers along it. Hit plastic. Rounded edges. A buckle. A wire. My stomach drops. Someone put something on me. Something I don't understand. My head throbs harder. I scramble upward, expecting my wrists to be tied. But they're not. My hands are free. My feet too. No rope. No cup. Nothing holding me down. That somehow terrifies me more. Where am I? Where is Mom? Where is Dad? My breath shudders against the gag. I start reaching out, slowly at first, then frantic, sweeping the air, searching for anything. My fingers cut through emptiness. I turn and sweep the air again. Still nothing. I drop to my knees and crawl forward, hands shaking violently, searching for a wall, a chair, a bed, anything. My palms slap the floor again. Smooth. Cold. Endless. I crawl faster, reaching farther, until my fingertips ache. But all I feel is more floor. No corners. No walls. No edges. Just me, the gag, the thing strapped to my waist, and a room that refuses to tell me what shape it is. I stop moving. Every muscle goes rigid. I hold my breath. And I listen. Hard. At first all I hear is the dense, heavy silence pressing against my ears. Then I hear it. My heartbeat. Loud. Uneven. Hammering inside my skull. I wait for anything else. A footstep. A whisper. A shift in the air. But nothing answers me. The silence doesn't feel empty. It feels aware. The darkness feels closer now, like it's leaning in. I swallow against the gag. My chest burns from holding my breath. I let out the smallest exhale I can manage. Nothing. No voice. No comfort. No hint I'm not completely alone. Except the weight hanging from my waist. And the overwhelming realization that someone put me here on purpose. I raise my hands, trembling so hard, my fingers slip against my own skin. I press them to my face. Slowly at first, then faster, terrified of what I'll find. My palms hit something hard. Not cloth. Not tape. Plastic. A smooth band wraps around my mouth, tight enough to press into my cheeks, tight enough I can feel my pulse throbbing against. I follow it upward with my fingertips, across my jaw, along the sides of my head, toward the back. No buckle. No strap. No seams. Just one solid piece, molded to fit me, perfectly. I try to pull it off. My fingers dig underneath as much as they can, my nails scraping for the smallest edge. It doesn't move. Not even a millimeter. I push harder, pulling until my jaw aches, until my neck strains. But the thing might as well be fused to my skin. My breath gets shallow, hot bursts through my nose. I try to shake my head. It doesn't loosen. I feel on the top. Nothing. Around the back, nothing. Under my chin, nothing. No clasp. No fastener. No beginning or end. Just a tight, perfect band sealing my mouth, shut with something still packed inside. My breathing gets faster. Panicked. Broken. I try to yell anyway. I force the sound up from my chest. Hard. It dies in my throat. I can't yell. I can't talk. I can't see. I can't hear anything except my own heartbeat. And I can't even figure out what the hell is attached to my face. My hands fall to my lap, shaking uncontrollably. If this thing isn't tied on, then it was made for me. And that thought hits harder than the darkness ever could. I force my shaking hands down to my waist, gripping whatever's hanging there. Plastic, dot. Smooth. Cold. Wall. It wraps completely around me, a belt, but not a belt. No fabric. No clip. No buckle. Just a solid ring. My fingers slide along the back of it and hit something else. A loop. A thick one. And attached to it, a line. I grab it. It's not rope. Too smooth. Too perfect. Not a chain either. No links, no clatter, no weight. Just a long, solid cord that feels like nothing I've ever touched. I pull. There's slack. Maybe 2 feet, maybe more. I pull again, harder. It goes tight. My breath jumps. I grab hold with both hands, my legs shaking beneath me, and I stand. The dizziness hits instantly, but I stay upright, following the line down. My fingers trace it to the floor. Then I find it. A metal ring. Bolted into the ground. Cold. One. Solid. Dot. Unmoving. The cord is threaded through it. Tied? Locked? Fused? I can't tell. I only know it's real. It's there. And I'm attached to it. My whole body stiffens. Mom! The screaming explodes inside my skull. Dad! But none of it escapes. Not a sound. The pressure in my head spikes, white-hot pain tearing behind my eye. My breath turns into sharp, ragged bursts against the gag. I try to cry, but the thing in my mouth makes every sob twist into more pain. My chest heaves. My lungs burn. I can't get enough air. I can't think. I can't breathe. Panic slams through me, legs buckling. The room tilts. My hands let go of the cord. My heartbeat is the only thing left, pounding, hammering, drowning, everything. My vision goes gray, even in the darkness. I sway. I fall. I don't hit the floor. I'm gone before I know I'm falling. Everything drops into nothing. And I pass out. Part 2. I wake up. My head is still pounding. Sharp, wet pain behind my eyes. But something's different. I can breathe. Not well. Not clean. But better. The pressure's still there, but the choking's gone. The gag is out. I freeze. My fingers jump to my face. Fast, afraid, but it's true. The thing's gone. My mouth is open. My tongue is dry and swollen and awful, but it's mine again. Then I see it. Light. Dot. A single flicker across the floor, small and gold. A candle. Tiny. Just one of those tea light ones Mom used to put in her incense burner. It's sitting on a small white plastic table, like something from a backyard party. And next to it, a sandwich. I twist around, blinking hard. I try to see past the edges, but the candle's too weak. The light stops after a few feet, and beyond that, just more black. I can't tell if the room has walls, or if the dark just goes on forever. My body moves before I even think about it. I crawl to the candle. The closer I get, the more real it becomes. Next to the candle, sitting on that plastic table, is a bottle of water, half full, and a sandwich. Peanut butter and jelly. Crust still on. Wrapped in plastic, like it came from a school lunchbox. It looks fresh. Too fresh. I stop a foot away and glance around, blinking against the dark. But it's useless. The candle barely lights the space around it. Beyond the table, there's nothing. Not shadow. Not walls. Just black. Like the world ends 5 feet from where I'm sitting. I try to listen. I try to feel. I try to see something move or shift or breathe. But it's like I'm the only thing in the universe. I reach for the candle, slow, careful. It's warm against my fingers, the metal base almost too hot to hold. The flame flickers hard when I move it, throwing long shadows across my hands and arms. I lower it toward my waist. The thing's still there. A thick band wrapped around me, snug and solid. Not fabric. Not leather. Just smooth, cold plastic. Like a toy, but heavier. Engineered. Strange. A cord still hangs from it, same one I found earlier, trailing down to the floor where it stretches out into the dark. I lift the candle higher, trying to follow the line again, but the light runs out long before the cord does. I set the candle down, just long enough to get both hands on the cord. Then, I start crawling again. I follow it slow, keeping one hand on the line, and the other stretched out in front of me, holding the candle low to the floor. The flame flickers with every move, casting shaky shadows that jump across my arms. The floor, the plastic ring at my waist. The cord feels smooth and solid in my grip. No knots, no slack this time. Just a straight line, tight with distance. I keep going. The floor stays the same. Cold. Smooth. No cracks. No dust. Like it was scrubbed clean. My knees start to ache, but I don't stop. I keep following the cord, watching the light flicker on it, like it might start to make sense, if I just look hard enough. And then I find it. The end. A metal ring, bolted into the concrete. Same as before. The cord runs straight through it, no lock, no clip, just fuse. Unmoving. I lift the candle higher. My arm shakes a little from holding it so long, but I stretch it out as far as I can, trying to chase the light into the dark. It barely reaches. The flame flickers, bouncing soft light off the floor, and the cord and the bolt. But past that, there's nothing. No walls. No corners. Just more black. I turn slowly, holding the candle in a slow circle around me, hoping to catch even a glimpse. A shape, a mark, anything. But the darkness stays solid. Too solid. Like it's not just empty, like it's hiding something. Except, I see something. Just at the edge of the candle's reach. A white shape, soft and dull in the flickering light. I move toward it, slow, holding the flame out like a shield. It's not a person. Not a chair. It's a toilet. Just sitting there in the dark. No walls around it. No sink. Nothing else. Just a single toilet in the middle of the black. Like someone dropped it in at random and left it. It's clean? Bone white. The kind Mom used to scrub every Saturday. But here, it looks wrong. Too clean. Too placed. Too on purpose. I stare at it and feel something turn in my stomach. I back away from the toilet. Not fast. Not panic. Just slow. Careful. Watching it the whole time. The candle shakes in my hand, the flame bending with every little move I make. One wrong breath, and it'll go out. And I'll be alone again. Really alone. I keep crawling backward, never turning my back, until the white table comes back into view. The water. The sandwich. The flicker of comfort that doesn't feel comforting at all. I settle back beside it and set the candle down gently, shielding the flame with my hand. The dark presses in around me, quiet and heavy. But the light still holds. For now, I can't hold it in anymore. I cup my hands around my mouth and scream. Mom! Dad! My voice tears up through my throat, raw and cracking. The first full sound I've made since I woke up here. It explodes into the room and dies almost instantly. No echo, no bounce, just silence swallowing it whole. I scream again, harder this time, chest shaking. Mom! Dad! Somebody! Nothing. No answer. Not even my own voice coming back to me. It's like the room ate it. Like the sound didn't go anywhere. Like it never happened at all. I start to cry. Not loud, just quiet, messy breathing, snot in my throat, chest jerking without sound. I sit down next to the table, legs crossed like school, hands shaking in my lap. Everything feels wrong. Not just the room, me. Like my skin doesn't fit. Like I'm too small and too loud all at once. Like I'm floating even though I'm on the ground. I hurt everywhere. My arms, my knees, my back. But my head hurts the worst. It's pounding so hard I can feel it in my teeth, behind my eyes. Like something's pressing from the inside, trying to push its way out. I press my hands to my temples. It doesn't help. I keep crying anyway, because I don't know what else to do. The light's starting to die out. I see it before I feel it. The flicker getting slower, softer, like the flames running out of air. The edges of the table start to fade. The sandwich blurs. The plastic water bottle turns dull, almost invisible. I sit still, staring at the little candle like I can will it to stay alive. But it's shrinking. The wax is almost gone, the flame barely holding on. Twitching, weak. And the darkness around me is already creeping closer. I scream. Help! Oh. My voice cracks, but I push harder. Is anyone there? Please. Help me! The words tear out of me, loud and shaking, bouncing off nothing. No echo, no answer, no proof they ever left my mouth. The candle flutters harder, like the sound might blow it out. Please. I yell until my throat burns. Until my chest hurts. Until all I can hear is my own breath, ragged and useless, in the dark. The flame keeps dying. And nothing moves. No one comes. The candle dies. One tiny flicker, then nothing. The flame shrinks into itself and disappears, leaving only the smell of hot metal and burnt wax. The darkness slams back into place, thick and total, like someone dropped a blanket over the whole world. I can't see anything now. Not the table. Not the sandwich. Not my own hands. I'm so scared. I lie down on the cold floor, curling up as small as I can, squeezing my eyes shut, even though it doesn't make a difference. I keep wishing, hard, that I had my blanket from home. The soft one. The blue one with the rockets on it. The one Dad tucks around me at night. I want Dad to come hold. I want Mom to walk in humming, the way she does when she makes dinner. I want to be anywhere but here. Why am I here? Who put me here? What did I do? My chest hurt. My face is wet again. I pull my knees closer and press my forehead against them, like if I make myself small enough, the dark won't notice me. But I can feel it. The room feels too big. I feel too small. Everything feels wrong. And I don't know how to make any of it stop. Eventually, I fall asleep. I don't mean to. I don't want to. But my body gives up before I do. My arms are shaking. My face is sticky from crying. My legs are numb from the cold. And the dark is still there, thick and quiet and endless. When everything slips away. No dreams. No sound. Just sleep. Empty and heavy. Like the room itself.